Hello, my mindful yogis. Good morning. It is about 6:30 in the morning here. I'm in Iceland, and I slept in my car last night at the Glacier Lagoon, which probably was not the best idea. It was like 10 degrees Celsius. I was a little freezing, so I slept for about 4 hours. And yeah, I found this. And what I also realized is that glaciers don't have all kinds of noise around them as much as maybe a waterfall or a beach does. So I actually did record a flow at the Diamond Beach, which was, again, the audio is completely unusable. It's pretty amazing. I was definitely making a spectacle of myself practicing on the black sand right next to the ocean. And yeah, I was driving home this morning and I just saw this glacier, and then I saw a trail leading to it. And when I got here, there's no wind. So this is unheard of. I think it's because it's so early in the morning. I also have some hills around me on either side of me here that are going to help to block the wind a bit. So I just need to move my body because I slept in the front seat of a car last night, and I just wanted to get a stretch in this morning. Always nice first thing in the morning just to spend a bit of time on your yoga mat, moving your body, waking it up. So that's what we're gonna do this morning. And I'm just gonna stay down low to the ground. It's gonna mostly just be some stretches here, not too much of like a vinyasa necessarily, because again, uneven ground, lots of rocks, all that kind of stuff, but still always opportunity to do a bit of yoga. So we're just gonna start in a seated position and take a nice big stretch to start. So interlace your hands over your head and press your palms up to the sky. You can look up. As you press up, keep the shoulder blades drawing back, so you don't want to like crunch up into your ears. Keep some space there. Really press your palms to the sky. Take a breath in and a breath out. Just go up and over to one side. Lengthen out the side of the body. Draw back your top shoulder blade there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come to center. Press the palms up. Go over to the other side. Just a gentle side body stretch. Draw back your top shoulder blade. Breathe in. Stay for your exhale. Nice big lengthening breath. And come back to center. Press your palms forward now, so just getting a nice stretch across the top of the back and the shoulders. Palms forward. Breathe. Full inhale. Really press your palms forward. And then interlace your hands behind your back and you'll push in the opposite direction. So pushing your knuckles straight back now, opening up the front of the chest a little bit, the shoulders. Iceland has black flies, Canadian yogis, so you can imagine that that's not the most ideal, but they're not so bad. It's still early. The other day when I was at the waterfall, one of the waterfalls I went to, they were like a swarm, like I was in Algonquin Park in early April. So that's not the most relaxing way to do yoga, but I think there's just one guy here, he's interested, so I'll let him be. Pressing your knuckles straight back. Come back, release your hands. Hands on your legs. We'll do a few cat-cows here, just moving the spine. So cat-cows from a seated position. On the inhale, you take your hands on your legs, and on the inhale, lift your chest up, rounding the back into cow pose. And on the exhale, just pressing your palms into your knees, you can round your back, tuck your chin to your chest, belly button pulls in. And do that with breath. Inhale, you pull on the knees, lift the chest, round the back. And on the exhale, press palms into your knees and round the opposite direction, tucking chin, engaging core. Let's do 3 more like that, just the breath. In and out. One more. And really press, exaggerate that, rounding the spine, tucking the chin to your chest. Come back up to a seated position. We're gonna take another side body stretch. You'll take your right hand out beside you on the ground. You can just take your fingertips down. Left arm up and over your head. Drawing back through the left shoulder blade. This bottom shoulder, don't let that kind of sag down. You want to hug it onto your back too. So both shoulders integrated. Still keeping integrity here. in your body, in your breath. Reach up, and again, drawing back the top shoulder blade, feeling that gentle twist, lengthening. One more big reach. Come back through center, switch sides. Left fingertips out beside you, right arm up and over your head, bicep by the ear, and then you find a reach and a gentle twist. Keep both shoulder blades drawing back, opening up the front of the chest, the side body. You can gaze up as you lengthen. Stay for the exhale. One more big reach. Come back to center. Let's do a couple shoulder rolls here. Feel nice. Just hands on your knees or wherever feels good, and roll your shoulders back. Big range of motion with the shoulders. Definitely feeling some tension in my back after trying to sleep on the front seat of a car. Rounding. Big circles. Do the other direction, like 5 or so. These big shoulder circles. We'll do that with our neck. Well, not that. Same thing with some circles with the neck. Not all the way though. Just go from one side, so your left ear on your left shoulder, and roll the head forward over to your right ear to your right shoulder. You don't want to go back. It can cause a strain in the back of the neck. So just rolling about half of a circle. We'll do a few of those from side to side. Really feeling as much length, as much space in your neck as you can. More, yeah? Really just letting your body wake up in the morning. Just getting out of bed isn't always enough for me, I know. Sometimes I need to move my body, remind it that it's vital, that it's alive. It likes to move. Sometimes I really have to convince myself that, right? Even though it seems obvious other times. Bring your head back up to center. We'll move into some seated stretches here. So take both feet out in front of you. Just start with a seated forward fold here. Lengthen up out of your waist, reach up to the sky, and then fold over your legs. Make sure you've got your tailbone facing out behind you. Nice lengthening through the spine here and the neck, really pulling the crown of your head towards your toes. Breathe. The exhales deep in that stretch. Really lengthen your neck. Crown of the head pulling forward. One more. A little bit deeper. Come up to sit. Take a seated single leg extension. So your right foot just off from center, like 1 or 2 o'clock, and then your left foot to your inner right thigh. And again, just folding over the extended leg. Keep active through the left side. You want to keep that leg pushing down towards the earth, and then fold over your extended leg. You don't have to look at your toes. Yeah, again, creating tension in the back of the neck. You don't want to do that. You want to keep space back there. Open it up. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more pull. A bit deeper. And back up to sit. Take another side body stretch. I'm feeling such tightness there. I'm going to move through that. So take your leg even further out, off to one side. You know, this might be what, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, something like that. And then bring your right forearm down to the ground on the inside of your right leg, and you'll lift your left arm up and over. Just keeping a bend through this left side. As you reach here, you can press the bottom elbow into your knee, create a bit of a twist in the upper body, and still reaching with the top arm. Keep that left bicep by your ear. You don't want to like fold forward. You want to keep open across the front of the chest. Space in the side of the body. Take a breath in. Reach and lengthen. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more big reach. Come back up. You'll bring your right foot back to center. And we'll stack the left knee on top of the right. You might need to use your hand to get it there. It doesn't have to be quite as stacked as mine are, but just trying to get them nearly on top of each other. Half shoelace pose. So from here, just again, making sure the sit bones are back. You don't want to be kind of like rounded through the lower back. You want to create some space there. And then from here, fold. You can start to walk your fingers, you can grab your foot, just allowing that bottom leg to stretch out a bit. You can feel nice if you want to have a straight back, right? You can be up a bit taller. If you've got the mobility, I like to round my back, let my chin kind of rest on my knee. Still breathing. Keep the right foot active, pressing forward through the heel. One more breath here. Just melt a bit deeper into it. Last inhale. And then exhale just to feel that out. And come back up to sit. Take a twist here. So you'll now plant your left foot just outside of your right knee, like the pinky toe side of your right leg, and then you're gonna twist. So take your left hand out behind you, and then grab onto your left knee with your right hand. You can hook your elbow, whatever feels nice, and lift up the crown of the head. It's tall in the spine. You can gaze back over your shoulder. I'm definitely gonna do that with this scenery here behind me. So beautiful and like horrifying at the same time. There's some billboards around here, whatever they're called, like plaques showing the recession of this glacier in the last 100 years. And I'm pretty sure I'd be under like a kilometer of ice right here 100 years ago. So that's kind of funny and horrifying at the same time, right? Maybe not funny at all. Twist a bit deeper. Really draw that left shoulder blade back. Lift up through the crown of the head. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Come back. Extend both legs out in front of you. Just kind of feel out each side there. And then we'll move into the other side. So taking seated single leg extension, you're going to take the left leg now just off a bit from center, just like 11 o'clock, and then your right foot to your inner thigh. From here, fold over your leg. Really notice global warming in a different way in a country like this, right? Like seeing footage, seeing images of these glaciers, how much they've receded. As yogis, it's not just about our stretching practice, it's not just about our asana, right? We're supposed to care about humanity and the planet too. So trying to, bring that into your yoga practice, bring it into your life more often, yogis. Fold even deeper. It starts with awareness. Starts really with caring in the first place, which a lot of people seem not to care. Take another breath. Fold a bit deeper. Come back up to sit. We'll take the side body stretch. So taking the left forearm onto the ground. And then reaching up and over your head, draw that top shoulder blade back. Really reach and gently twist. You're keeping the right bicep by the ear by drawing that top shoulder blade onto your back. Press your bottom elbow into your knee. That's leverage for more twist. Reach and twist. A couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Big length. More twist. And then come back up gently to sit. No rushing out of these poses. Bring your foot back to center. And then we'll step the foot up and over, stacking the knees for half shoelace. Set up your legs and then just as far as you can go, right? Sometimes this is all that I need. It just feels nice. And like this morning, I want a bit more depth. So walking the hands further forward. Melting over your front leg. Breathe. Just creating as much space in the spine as you can, space in that bottom hamstring. A couple more breaths. Go deeper. Nice and slow, come back up. Last one on this side here, we'll do the twist. So stepping the foot just outside of your left knee. Right fingertips behind you. And then you'll grab the knee with the hand or the elbow. Gaze over your shoulder. Stay with your breath. Even just getting up in the morning, yogi, and doing a few minutes of pranayama, just breathing intentionally, that's meditation, right? This is a moving meditation, getting present to the body and the breath. It's a really good way to start the day. Lift the crown of your head. Wrap that right shoulder blade onto your back. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. One more breath here. Keep the core engaged. See if you can twist any deeper. And then come back to center. Both legs out in front of you again. Let's do another seated forward fold. Just feel the difference between this one and the last one. Should be a little more space now. Tailbone back. Tuck the chin. Lengthen the neck. Breathe. In and out. One more tuck and go deeper. Gently come back up. I feel like I want to do frog pose, and like the only thing that would be stopping me is that I'm gonna have to put my face near the ground, and I don't really care. So we're gonna move into frog. You can do this on your back, right? It can be lying down on your back. That might not feel really good right here. Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, so frog on your back. Maybe I'll just do this actually. So this is really nice. Setting up the same form. If you want full expression, flip over, right, and do that. But this is the same form in the body, keeping the 90-degree bend in the hips, the knee, and flexing the feet out to the sides. And your hands either on the fronts of your knees or your inner thighs, just creating some more opening through the hips here. Grounding your low back onto the floor or the earth, which is underneath your floor. So yeah, just feel that support of your yoga mat. Draw down through the knees, opening through the inner thighs, the hips. And just keep breathing, yogi. Don't lose your breath. Starting to spit a little bit. And like after the flow that you will see at some point that happened on the beach, this is completely fine. I was pretty soaked. There was literally a line of cars with their headlights on watching me do yoga for like 15 minutes. Amazing. Maybe one of them went home and did yoga. Breathe in. Breathe out. Couple more. Fill up. Empty. Last breath here. On your exhale, bring your knees together and then draw them into your chest. You can make some little circles with your knees going each direction. There is a boulder under my spine actually, so that doesn't feel good once I start doing circles. So you do that if you want. I'm just gonna hug in. Just a couple of breaths here. Curl up into a tight little ball. Do that. Grab the backs of your knees. Rock up to sit. I'm just going to do one because, whoop, yeah, there's definitely a big rock right there under my kidney. So come up to a seated position. We'll finish in a quick meditation instead of Shavasana. I'm always hesitant to go into too long of a Shavasana first thing in the morning, especially after only 4 hours of sleep. This might turn into a really long video. So just sitting up tall. You can bring your hands together in your lap, hands onto your knees or your thighs, whatever feels good. Close your eyes. Just sit up nice and tall. The best way I've ever heard it described for meditation is just sitting with dignity. Yeah, it's not about a rigid spine. It's not about a certain specific way. If you sit embodying dignity, whatever you make that mean, you're probably going to be sitting in a good meditation posture. And if you started panicking because I said meditation, you already were meditating. Yogi, you're fine. You've got this. Stay with me. We're not going to be here forever. Just giving yourself a moment to presence. The simplest feeling, your fingertips touching, the warmth of your hands on your legs. If you're outside, you know, the air, the breeze blowing on your skin. It's generating presence through the sensations, through the sounds of your surroundings, instead of being distracted by them. You can hear birds, you can hear wind, and it doesn't have to be something that takes away your focus. It can actually deepen it. We'll do 10 breaths. Simple. Just breathing. If your mind wanders, come back to the sensations of your breath, the sound of it, the sounds around you, just to anchor you right here in this moment. The beginning of a new day. Maybe, I don't know what time of day you're doing this. But a new beginning after you leave your mat, always, right? A new start, new possibility. If you're open to it, there's always one there. Another big breath in. Open your mouth. Just keep your eyes closed. Bring your thumbs to your heart center. And I would be remiss not to let out a nice, powerful Om when I actually will allow it to be heard by this microphone. Finally, no wind in Iceland. Take a big breath in. Thumbs to the center of your forehead. And the light in me acknowledges the light in whoever is out there flowing and stretching with me. Together we bow and we say, Namaste. Thank you, Yogi. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully your body feels a little bit more awake, a little bit more alive than it did before you started. And yeah, come to Iceland if you have a chance. This country is one of the most magical places I've ever been in my life, and their tourism is going to need a boost once they reopen again after COVID has kind of lessened and, you know, past whatever we want to call it, the new normal that we're living in. So yeah, take in your surroundings, Yogi. Move your body wherever you can, whenever you can. It's never a bad time. Keep moving your body, keep nourishing your body, and stay connected to your yoga practice. I will see you again really soon. And again, just so that you can get an idea of what is around me here. Pretty surreal. Love you guys.